The most undeserving title fight potentially in UFC history is going down this weekend. Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight title. Now, even though I think that both of these guys are undeserving, that doesn't mean I think this is going to be a bad fight. I actually think it's going to be a pretty good one, and I think a lot of people could be surprised with the result. At the time of recording this video, Paddy is currently sitting at about a minus 180 favorite over Justin Gaethje, and I kind of understand the line. Listen, Paddy, he's on a bit of a win streak. Yes, it's not against the best opponents. I mean, Chandler, Green, and Tony Ferg is his last three, and that's just not good enough. But he has put together some momentum. He looked good in the Chandler fight, and he's a lot younger than Gaethje. So the odds kind of make sense. Let's take a look at each of these guys' pros. For Paddy, I would say that he definitely has the grappling advantage over Justin. We've seen it in multiple of his fights. His grappling is his bread and butter. That's what he's going to look to go for. Also, another pro for Paddy is that he's just younger, and he honestly might be a little bit hungrier. He's never tasted the glory. This is his first time in a big moment, first headlining pay-per-view event. This is massive for him, and he needs to live up to his expectations. Now looking at some pros for Gaethje, he is the better striker between the two. We know Gaethje can hit hard. We know he hits like a truck. And Paddy doesn't have the greatest of technical striking. He can strike, don't get me wrong, but it's not super technical. And against a guy like Gaethje, Gaethje could look to use that to his advantage. Another pro that he has is that he just straight up has more championship experience. Yeah, Gaethje has never been an actual lightweight champ, but he was an interim champion before. He's fought for this belt before, and he's won it. That's a big advantage on his side, and it's something that Paddy just doesn't have. Because there's a couple things you need to remember when you think about Justin Gaethje heading into this matchup. Firstly, heading into this fight, there was rumors that he was dealing with injury and dealing with a potential staph infection. He denies all those reports, of course, but when stuff like that happens, you kind of tend to believe it because it's just so common. So if it did happen, that's something you got to keep in mind of when you're looking at this fight. Another thing is Justin's been talking about retirement leading up to this fight, and I hate when dudes talk about retirement. It feels like you already have one foot out the door. He said if he loses to Paddy, he is 100% going to retire. So if that's already in the back of your head, that's not good heading into the fight either. You also have the fact that age just isn't on his side, and he's taken a shit ton of damage. All of the outside factors besides the two fighters' skill for skills are not on Gaethje's side. A lot of the external factors make me want to believe Paddy will win this. Also, especially the fact that you just got to believe in storylines in the UFC. You got to believe that. I feel like you got to believe that the world deserves to see Ilya and Paddy and not Ilya and Justin, because that's what would happen. Paddy versus Ilya could be one of the biggest fights of the year and potentially all time, honestly. It's a massive fight. So I think the UFC wants it to happen, and I think the fans kind of deserve for that to happen as well. Paddy honestly could still be a fraud. I mean, he hasn't fought anybody that good. I read you his last three. It's a complete joke. But I think a lot of the external factors are leaning me to believe that he is going to win this fight. I also think his grappling skills are very underrated. I think if he's able to get a hold of Gaethje and take him down, he can definitely try and find a submission on him. Gaethje's been subbed before by multiple dudes. Triangle versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Rear naked choke versus Charles Oliveira. He is there to be subbed. And a crafty submission artist like Paddy on the ground may be able to find the opening that he needs. It's a very close fight, a lot closer than I think the odds makers have it, but in the end, I'm going to be taking Paddy Pimblett to win this fight via submission. I like the fact that age is on his side. I like the fact that he's also probably a little more hungrier. I also like the fact that Justin Gaethje is talking about retirement, and it seems like he's got one foot out the door, and I also just believe Paddy versus Ilya is destined to happen. So for all of those reasons, I'm going to be picking Paddy Pimblett to win this fight. Thank you all for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, drop down below who you think is winning this matchup. It's going to be pretty exciting. The rest of this card is pretty exciting, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you all for watching this video. Once again, I'll see you all in the next one.